record on this computer. All right. I'm so happy, you guys, that you're here. I can't wait to get into this. Really, really stoked to share all of this with you guys. Let me just make sure all of my stuff is working. I'm going to share my screen with you today. Let me just make sure we're streaming to the group. Someday it would be really cool to have like an assistant doing this part for me. All right, we're streaming. All right, I think so. Let's see. I know we're recording, but am I live on Facebook? Oh,
You're in the
not
video.
public, just to the group. There we go. Okay. Okay. That little thing is loading. Okay, we'll be live there soon. All right, you guys, I'm ready to dig right in because like our time is super valuable. I'm gonna have to pick up my kids soon. So I'm just gonna go right, I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, if you have anything to add, share, questions, put them in the chat or in the Facebook group, and I'll make sure that I get to all the questions at the end, okay? All right, I'm so excited. Here we go. Now, can you comment or in the Facebook group or somewhere and just let me know that you can see this? I think you can. Yes, or just nod your head if you guys can see my screen. All right, good, good. Okay, so service-based to thousands. This is for you if you have a service-based business or you want to have a service-based business and you are stuck in that like overwhelm, busyness of everything, of doing it all one-on-one. These are the essential strategies, you guys, that every service-based business owner needs to be implementing, but most aren't because of all kinds of different reasons. And I'm going to get into most of those reasons today. And it's okay. Like if you're feeling like you are not doing this because of some of these reasons, it's all right. And we're going to offer some solutions for you so you don't have to feel like your work is stressing you out, overwhelming, and you couldn't possibly offer another thing. So I just want you to know it's totally normal and I'm going to give you some solutions. So this is incredible online sales instead of burnout. You're already helping people and you have the opportunity to really help people at a deeper level and to have a deeper impact in their life. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Okay. So this is for you if you're completely in love with your business, but you're starting to feel that spark of burnout. All right. Raise your hand if you're like, yeah, I could totally like feel that spark of burnout coming on. It's normal. All right. You have a deep connection with your clients already, but you desire to serve them deeper. And you know that you're not serving to your highest potential from what you're doing right now. And again, it's okay. The number one thing in all of this really is awareness, like just knowing that you have a higher capacity, that your clients have a higher capacity, and that you would love to help them on that journey, but all of the things aren't in place yet. And cha-ching, you desire more money, okay? Like we're gonna get into that whole like, I don't need to be paid. Just pay me whatever you want. Like, I get it. It's okay. But the work that you do is valuable. It's impactful. It's life-changing. And pulling in that abundance and opening up the floodgates to abundance is a good thing because it will enable you to help more people, to have a deeper impact. And we're also going to get into those money blocks because it is a real thing. And it's not really something that most people want to do. Okay. Like not most people don't say, hi, let me talk about my financial blocks or the reason why I don't want to charge my worth. It's not really something that people like to do and sign up for. So I'm really proud of you for being here and for saying, yeah, I know that there's more for me and more for my clients. Okay.
Hey, Annie.
Yes.
Hey, we cannot see your share screen.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
I wanted to pause you real quick before you went further.
Thank you.
I don't know. I think Renee and Elena also can't see it on the Zoom. I don't know about on Facebook end, but on the Zoom we cannot.
Oh, thank you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me fix that immediately.
That's okay.
You guys, thanks.
I just didn't want to let you keep going and you're like, you didn't see any of that.
How did you break through the muting?
I hit my mute button.
Okay. All right, let's see. Share my screen. Oh yeah, because I never did that part. Okay, can you see this? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see your screen now.
All right, thank you. Can you see? You can see
It's
like
not in
my
presentation
whole
mode. It's
very
just
screen.
Canva.
Okay, how about now?
Perfect.
Good. All right, let me just go back. So here was my first slide. Thank you so much, Amanda, Renee, and Elena. Hi, Valerie. Thanks for being here. You guys, I was not sharing my screen, but here we are now. So here is, and I'm going to give you guys this whole entire slide deck. So when I'm done, I'm going to email it to everyone. So here we are, like you're in love with your business. You want more money. Here's me in Okinawa enjoying champagne. Right now, I'm enjoying over 1 year completely sober. So I'm really excited for that. Thank you guys. Oh, I see you clapping for me. Thank you. So, all right, this workshop, it is special and unique because you already possess all of the answers. You already have all of the answers inside of you. All I'm going to do is guide you to bring it to the surface. Okay, we're gonna work on some things that maybe have been pushed over to the side because all of the other things are important, right? Like all of the other things you gotta do in your life. And sometimes we push aside. You guys also, if you could see that oh no, I guess you can't see the waiting room. Only I can. Well, hopefully nobody's in the waiting room. All right, so working less is the goal, 100%. Frequently when I work with a lot of yoga teachers, Reiki healers, energy workers of all sorts. And one of the most prevalent things I hear is that they're busy, going from class to class or session to session, and just always feeling like there's something to do. Artists also are always saying that, like there's always something else to do, the busyness. And oh, now I see you guys on the chat. Oh, we can't see your screen. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so working less is the goal, working less and releasing that I must work super, super hard to make money. Like that was something that was instilled in us long ago. So we are going to say thank you very much and move past that. And we only focus on fun. Like if it's not fun for me personally, I'm not going to do it. But one thing that I have learned in my 11 years in the online space is that like, I don't want to plan. Okay. I don't want to be a planner. I don't want a strategy. I just want to kind of do what I do. Like I would much rather be sitting here coaching people rather than presenting it. But I recognize that before you say, yeah, I want to be coached by you, you need to understand like the why behind it. You need to understand that there is a strategy and there is a plan. So that was a lot of inner work that I had to do to release that resistance that I had to planning, the resistance that I had to even having like a social media or any type of business plan. Like I really wanted to just present it and just hope that it would meet the hearts and hands of people who needed it, which that part is fun for me. So I kind of had to do a little twist, right? Like still make it fun, but also have a strategy in place. Okay, next slide, please. Oh God, hold on. There we go. So my big promise for today is that you are going to feel excited, confident, and ready to access your money-making superpower and shift into the badass moneymaker and client life changer that you are. They go hand in hand. They are together, right? So being able to bring in larger sums of money, revenue, enables you to have a deeper impact, to be able to reach more people, to get help in your business so that you can better reach your clients and pay for Facebook advertising, which I used to think, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But it's not a bad thing. It's not, I don't have any ads going right now, but I did for sure. And it's not a bad thing. Okay. Okay. So stay till the end. I'm going to do 2 card pulls and a little bit of Reiki. We're going to do that at the very end. And if we get to the end and I forget, please remind me for sure in the chat. I hope that I don't have anyone in the waiting room. Hopefully we're good. Let's get into it. So what you're going to have revealed to you once you really embrace these 5 strategies that I'm going to share with you, you're not going to have all this burnout. You're not going to feel like you're going from one thing to the next. You're going to release that busyness that you've had in your business for so long, or maybe that fear of busyness. Like you don't want to have to take on more because you don't want to be super busy. Like you still want to have space in your life. So no more waiting for the right time. Like raise your hand if you've been like, maybe next year I'll take my business online, or right. Yeah. I mean, like maybe next year will be a higher revenue year for me, or maybe, you know, all of the things. Okay. No more waiting for the right time. Like life is too fucking short. Like the time is right now. Okay. Oh, look, I can see when somebody enters the waiting room because it pops up. All right, you guys, life is too short. Right now is the time to take action, even when it's imperfect, even when it feels messy, even when, you know, all the things. And no more thinking that online course creation isn't for you. Like how often also have you been like, well, that's nice because she's good on video, or that's good because I can't really show my real personality through a camera. Like I need to be one-on-one. Like I need to be in a room with someone because that's what my work calls for. I mean, it's normal. It's normal. It's normal for people in service-based businesses to think that you just cannot take your work online. I mean, I didn't think so. I was a personal trainer. I'm like, how am I supposed to train online? Like, I can't see their form. I can't see what they're doing. So totally normal. Okay. Oh, and look at this picture. I miss Okinawa. Oh my gosh. What? And my girls, gosh, they're so small. That was like 2 years ago now. Oh, good times. So here's the big challenges, you guys, and it's reality. Like there's definitely challenges. It's just what I'm offering you today is a way of reframing the challenges, like a way of reframing the way that you think about the obstacles, the limiting beliefs, and the things that are friggin' real. Like you can see them. There are circumstances in your life. Like they're there. It's a reality. I am definitely not a person that says, shift your attention, or you are where your attention is. There are coaches that say that. I think that you need to give attention to challenges and circumstances. That's how you can work through them. That's how you can heal from trauma. You know, trauma being even emotions, not having to be specific instances, but any kind of trauma that then affects the way that you work, the way that you teach, the way that you share, and the way that you put up blocks to taking your business online. So it's reality. We're going to talk about it. We're not going to just push it off and pretend that it's not there. Okay. So here are some of the challenges to incredible sales for your service-based business. 1, fear. I'm scared, right? I'm scared. Like, what if it doesn't work out? What if nobody buys? What if somebody says it's dumb? I mean, all of these things are real fears. What if a lot of people buy? What if I don't have the capacity to reach all of the people that raise their hand and say, I want this? Okay, that is all, these are all valid. And tech paralysis. Hello, I didn't even share my screen, right? Like my whole thing is a presentation. I didn't even share it, but whatever, like it's no big deal. And am I recording? I hope so. Yes. So tech paralysis, it is definitely, it's definitely a thing. Not wanting to, like, feeling like you have to create all of these pages and this funnel and the whole deal. You don't. You can, but you don't have to have that. And perfectionism, like if it's not 100% perfect or ready or whatever, like not wanting to move forward because of that challenge of perfectionism. Like, does anyone here have that a little bit? Like a little, oh, I see some hands. Okay, so confidence, like, where's my stuff? Okay, this carnelian, right? And then when I bought this carnelian, she says, she does this Reiki blessing to me. And she goes, and we're like both like this with our eyes closed. And she goes, may you have all the confidence that you desire. And, and she's talking and she opens her eyes and she goes, is it confidence that you seek? And I'm like, not really. And then it was like, oh, and she goes, oh, interesting, fascinating. But then I got in my car and went home and I'm like holding on to this carnelian. And it's like, is it confidence I seek? It is. Like, it's not, I feel very confident on camera. I feel very confident chatting about my coaching business, but it was an underlying subconscious confidence that I was desiring. When I walked into that shop and I grabbed this carnelian, like I didn't research to purchase it. I just went into the shop and I was like, ooh, this one's talking to me. And I didn't think it was confidence I was seeking, but of course it is, of course. Sidebar, that was like a total sidebar story. I didn't plan to share that. And support. I mean, oftentimes we think I got this, I can do it myself. I've come this far on my own. I don't need a community support, a program, whatever. Like it's a normal thing to feel that way, that you can do it yourself. Okay, let's drink my tea out of my ember. You guys have one of these? The mug that keeps things warm? Mm-hmm. Okay, the big opportunities for you and your incredible online sales and service, like what is possible? For me, I needed to know like what is possible? Like what is possible if I take my business online? What is it going to look like? Am I going to miss that one-on-one connection? Like how can I still have that? Okay. Your opportunities, you're a money maker and a badass, loving life changer, and money is good. Really embracing the fact that money is good. And for me, it was always like ingrained in me when I was a kid. It was like, oh, look at them. They have a lot of money. Or, oh, it must be nice. They have a lot of money. And I didn't realize that until like 10 years ago, that I was replaying that and living that in my own life as an adult. I wasn't able to hold on to money because I was like, oh, must be nice for somebody else, like not for me. And that was just traumatic emotions and definitely a nervous system response for me. So I'm sharing that with you, that maybe you can resonate with part of that, like not wanting money to come to you because you feel like this is your passion, this is your work, and you should give it away for free. Okay. This is an opportunity for you to step into a money maker and an attractor. And another opportunity is time. Like how can you have more time if you take your business online? It's definitely a possibility for you. And freedom, being able to work from the beach or go for a walk and check in later with your clients, or being able to be free and not tied to class to class to class. And the impact. When you're able to reach people online, you can have a deep and profound impact, one that is, I'm going to say, impossible when you're just doing like one-off meetups and one-off classes and things like that. You're going to be able to reach them at a level that wasn't possible in your one-on-one only thing. But let's get back to that money thing, because that is the root of taking your business online and just really welcoming that abundance and that energy into your world. And it's safe, you guys. See, it's safe to call in that abundance. So I shared this, and if you've been here with me for a while, you know this story, but I shared this sign on Facebook on my birthday in 2017. And after I did this, I experienced a ginormous transformation from fear, overwhelm, uncertainty, shame, and wanting. I was like constantly in this state of want. I wanted to find her. I wanted to find my birth mother. I wanted to know where I came from. And when you want and want and want, you repel the exact thing that you're wanting. And I didn't know that. So I let go of the fear, of the attachment to the outcome, to what I was going to find when I asked for help in finding my birth mother. And I didn't know what I was going to find. I had to release attachment to that outcome, and to be able to feel peace, confidence, freedom, and to find my voice and live my purpose. I had to replace that want with releasing attachment to what was going to happen. Now, is that related to business? 100%, like 100%. Because oftentimes when we launch a new product or we share something, we are thinking so much about what's going to happen. Like, what is going to happen if I do this? And we allow that to drive our actions, our thoughts, our being. But letting go of that and just saying, you know what, I need to do something. I need to take action. I need to do something. So I did this video on Facebook. I asked for help in finding my birth mother, and I found my whole entire birth family in an hour and a half, and my entire life has changed for the better, filled with so much love and peace, and just 26 first cousins that look exactly like me, like when I didn't even know a single blood relative. So that's just an example of how releasing attachment to the outcome can help you in ways that you just didn't even realize were possible. So how does that relate to you? Just tell me in the chat, just a little phrase, how my story of releasing attachment to the outcome and leaning into my fear, all of these buzzwords that you'll hear like coaches and people on Instagram and all those things saying, but until you can really, until it really means something to you, like all those words and phrases are just like, yeah, well, good for you. But yeah, I'd love to hear in the chat here how, like, where does that sit? How does that sit with you? Thanks for sharing. So why me? So I'm a former special education teacher. I taught for like 2 years in the classroom, and I was like, nope, not for me. Definitely not a classroom person. So I went back to school and I got my master's in park and resource management. And I worked for the National Park Service as a law enforcement ranger for 10 years. And then I did amazing things like hanging off cliffs, putting bad guys in handcuffs, testifying before grand juries. And then I was like, I want to do something a little bit more safe. And my passion was fitness, but beyond that, really helping women step into their power. So I resigned for love, and reinvented myself while living on an island in the Far East, Okinawa, where I met Elena and Renee and, just some of the closest people in my entire life. Amanda says, I absolutely relate to your journey. So many parallels. Yeah, I mean, thank you. It's a big part of life, you know, realizing that you have a fear and that you're holding attachment to the outcome. So same thing with like moving across the planet. I didn't know what the heck was going to happen. And I would be lying if I said that I didn't want to leave that island, because like when we first got there, I'm like, this is too much. I didn't sign up for this. This marriage shit is hard, right? Like, yes. All right. So I've coached hundreds of women in brain-based holistic health, everything from you know, workout programs to really transforming your brain. Oh, Amanda's a military spouse also. Yes. Where are you guys? Elena says, reinventing is my middle name. Yes, girl. I'm skilled in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and facilitated transformations for my clients and members of my programs. And a really cool braggadocious thing I like to share is that my clients have doubled their revenue through my guidance. So very exciting. And you're going to meet one of them here in my presentation. Okay, so everything is possible for you. I really want to frame that literally everything is possible. Everything. I mean, everything. And as much as I am an action taker and facilitating action among my umbrella here of community, sometimes action looks like sitting on the couch. Okay, sometimes action looks like taking a bath with candles and Epsom salt and not doing anything. So don't be confused. Oh, look at that orb on my arm. I never saw that before. I've looked at this picture a million times. Oh, whew, tears. I mean, I miss that island and this special place. But you guys, sometimes action looks like, you might want to say like laziness or inaction or whatever. And I'm asking you to release those labels and knowing that rest is an action that you must take. Sitting on the couch, you know, with a Netflix is an action to take. The bath action, like all of those things. So when I say I'm an action igniter, it doesn't mean like working till your eyeballs bleed. No, like we're talking about working less. Okay. So again, my big promise, I just want to review, like you're going to feel excited, confident, and ready to access this money-making superpower that's inside of you and shift. Like the shift happens really quickly. And I feel like that's the beauty of being in this container, is that it happens really quickly. It's not something that you have to like put off. When you commit to becoming a person who has a deeper impact and a person who brings in large sums of money, and you feel really good about it, it starts to flow and happen very quickly. So these essential strategies are ones that every service-based business owner needs to be implementing, but they're not. They're not, for all of those reasons that we shared earlier. Okay, incredible online sales instead of one-on-one burnout. Okay, so let's get into these strategies. Let's get into them. The 5 big strategies. And this picture is on the Tsunabe seawall on it's by American Village on a very calm day. Very, very calm. So strategy number 1, we've been talking about this the whole time. Decide to make money, and that money is good. And this Kundalini yoga chant that I have here for you, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. It's not of any religion. It's ancient, like 4,000 years old, Kundalini yoga chants, and it's really connecting you with your true authentic self, with your truest identity. Making money is good. Pulling in that abundance is good. Charging your worth for the value that you add to the world is good. It is a good thing. And if you're feeling a block about that, that is okay too. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with it. We're shifting into a space of value, a space of your truest identity. So I'm going through this quick, like this is strategy number 1, but oftentimes this is the one that we keep coming back to over and over again. And that's okay. Like, even like myself, I've been working on this for years. I come back to it all the time, or I see something that like in my own finances or whatever that I just don't want to deal with, right? I'm like, I'll take care of that later, and then I have to say, sa ta na ma. I am a money manager. I am a badass money maker. I'm calling in this abundance and my power that I know what I'm doing when it comes to money. So when you embrace that feeling, the abundance flows a lot easier. You guys, I could talk about this like literally all day long. And so are you blocking money from flowing to you? And if you want to answer in the chat, you can. If you want to answer privately to yourself, that's okay too. But that awareness and that knowing that there might be a block or a wall or something to work through is good. That awareness is very, very good. Strategy number 2, okay? Choose to record your teaching videos and provide incredible value and transformations for your students. Right now, like literally you can get off of this call and say, I'm going to record a 15-minute video where I'm walking my students through a transformation, some steps from here to there. So you'll see a lot of people online teaching how to content. Okay. What I'm asking you to do is speak to a transformation, something a little bit deeper. You're wanting to teach a lesson to have your students go from here to here. Whatever that is, insert your area of expertise. So instead of how to content, you're teaching more of a journey, of a transformation, of a way for people to go from point A to point B, a pathway. Okay, I'm going to show you a pathway right in here in this presentation. It's important instead of just how to. And I'm going to challenge you to do that. When you get off of this call today, record yourself teaching a transformation, or just brainstorm ways. And then like, if you have to go to school pickup, I get it. And set yourself on your calendar some time to make that recording and do it imperfect. It doesn't need to be this beautiful thing. And here's the thing. I made $1,500 in 4 days, and I literally had no idea what I was doing. No idea. This was in 2011. No idea what I was doing. I was like, oh, I teach clients in the gym. I should do this online. So I did a post, and then all these people started buying it. And I was like, okay, I don't even have it created yet, but they just bought it. So it's valuable. I already knew that, but there was no plan. Okay. I just knew that I was going to record some videos. I was going to record some teaching content, and I was going to provide it for a transformation for my students. And that's what I did. So strategy 3, release that need for perfection. Your students, they want this transformation. They want to be on this journey, and they want to go on the journey with you. Like they're already there. They're already following you. They're already on your Instagram. They're already in your chats. They're already hired you in person. They want this transformation experience from you, and they do not need perfect. They don't want perfect. They don't. They want to have the transformation. And this is one thing that I said to somebody, and then I never saw them again. She didn't like it. I said, why are you keeping this transformation of your clients trapped in your body? Like, you're keeping it trapped in your body and you're not sharing it with them. And she was like, oh, but then she never came back to any of my things that I did on Okinawa. And I was like, oh, maybe it was just a coincidence, but maybe it was also that she didn't like to hear that. And that's okay. Like, that's okay if people don't like to hear that, but it's the truth. Like, what service are you doing as a service-based provider? If you have this inside of you, but you're not sharing it because of the challenges that I talked about earlier, fear, perfectionism, wanting it to be just right. Okay. As long as you have good lighting and good audio, you're good to go. Really. Like, I have a ring light right here. I'm by a window. I have a microphone, and that's it. Like, record it on Zoom, record it on your phone. Literally, that is all you need. I've seen some, like, a coach of mine has this beautiful setup with a fancy camera, and then the background is blurred, and it just looks gorgeous. Like, it's really a great set. And I'm like, ooh, I should get that. Oh, no, I don't need that. Like, no, you don't need that. You just don't need it. And your clients don't want that. They really want that transformation. I can't even emphasize that enough. Okay. Strategy number 4, allow yourself to let go of that attachment and control. Simply create and trust that your services will make it into the hands of people who are wishing and waiting for you to help them. And when we talked about before, want repels, desire attracts. And you might be like, Annie, it's the same. Want, desire, it's the same thing. It's actually not, because that feeling of want, when you don't have something and you just really want it and you want to have it in your life, like, all of the feelings of want are equivalent to feelings of lack, because when you're wanting, you're recognizing that you don't have it, those feelings of want, and the universe doesn't know the difference. Okay. And it's saying, okay, lack, you don't have it. You want this, but you don't have it. And I'm just going to give you more of not having it, but shifting into a conscious desire and recognizing that you have a vision. You have a vision for your business, a vision for your life, a vision for your family, a vision of paying cash for vacations, a vision of purchasing a vacation home, okay? A vision of helping people on a deeper level, and a level that isn't possible for just one-on-one things, okay? Having that desire and replacing it with, or replacing that want and that feeling of I don't have, with that vision, and knowing that you're stepping into that power that is already in you. It's already in you. Maybe we just need some help bringing it out. Okay. My favorite thing to talk about is that right there. So there's that money story again, like that lack, going into that lack, like opening up your bank account and saying, oh, I just want more. I want to see more numbers in there. Okay. You're putting that feeling of I don't have out into the world, and maybe you don't even realize that you're doing it. And again, that's okay too. What we do here is shifting, like recognizing the feeling and then shifting into desire, shifting into that feeling that you have when you open up your bank account and you see all of the numbers and you have a plan, and you know that that abundance came from people that you're helping and that are raving fans of your work. I mean, that is a really amazing friggin' feeling. I love it. Okay, so strategy number 5 is saying yes to some help, right? Like saying yes to coaching, saying yes to guidance. And of course, I would love for you to work with me. But if you're watching this and you're like, I don't vibe with this chick, that's fine too. Like, work with someone, like hire someone, work with someone, get yourself a crew, a group, even if you're a fly on the wall and you don't say anything in this coaching I mean, you'll get more out of it if you participate, but immerse yourself into coaching. I mean, I got to get to this next slide because I have to tell you, I spent over $50,000 on coaching and strengthening my knowledge and skills. Now, this is just in the last couple of years, $50,000, and I would pay it again. I mean, I used to think when I first started my business that I should just jump in these free groups. Like, why am I going to pay for something when I can do all of these free lead magnets that people are doing, they're putting out there, or they're free challenges or whatever. And there again is that exchange of abundance, that exchange of value. I want to pay somebody well who is providing the knowledge for me, who is providing the skills, who's helping me to sharpen my skills, who's taking me on a journey of a transformation. I mean, I've been blessed with some really, really amazing coaches. And my one coach the one that I have right now, my husband and I hired her to help us with our investments. And what happened was she has helped us in our marriage in ways that we literally we didn't sign up for, right? We're like, help us with our investments. You're an investor coach. But what has happened and what has truly transpired through this coaching has strengthened our marriage in really beautiful ways. So I'm a fan of getting help. So get yourself support of somebody that, what just happened? Of somebody that you vibe with. Okay, I love these two quotes. Be confident, not certain, by Eleanor Roosevelt. When I was the sergeant of my law enforcement class back in 2007, I did this big speech and I added an Eleanor Roosevelt quote. She's always just her strength and determination, overcoming obstacles has always really resonated with me. So I want to share that with you. You don't have to be certain, like you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to know the how. One of my coaches was like, F the how, figure it out later, just, take imperfect action. And that was all fine and good until I actually did it. And I realized that, you don't have to be certain. You don't have to know the next steps. What didn't like Elsa or Anna, like just the next right thing, right? Is that what from that Frozen song? Really being confident and knowing that you are on the right path. You don't have to be certain. And this quote from Yogi Bhajan, creation is ready to serve you if you just be you. And there's so much noise on social media and in all the places, all of these things and people who are, doing the things with the shiny objects and all that stuff. So really just being you and finding your own voice through all of the loud stuff that's out there, and just really trusting that you are on the right path. All right, just some stats for you because I like it. In 2021, there were, this is a big number, 5,168,780,607 internet users. Okay, they're not all English speaking, so they're not all going to be your clients, but that's a lot of people using the interwebs. So that big number is just to show you that people are online. They are on friggin' line. 3.1 billion internet users are also social media users. Social media, right? Like, one thing that is first and foremost in my coaching program is, we're on Instagram. Yeah, we use Facebook and we might have a Facebook group, but we are not tied to it. Like we don't have to be on there all the time sharing every little thing. Not everything in your life is a piece of content. Okay, just really using it as a tool to get the word out about your transformations that you can share with people. And people need the basics of having a business is know, like, and trust. I mean, we know that you really want people to be able to get to know you, and social media is a really beautiful way to do that. Okay, I have the same thing right there. So the fastest growing segment of the internet is mobile social media users. We all know that. Many people are consuming content on their phones. It's just easy. One of the main reasons why I'm recording and putting this into the Facebook group is so people can watch this easy and on the go. If they're in the Facebook group, they can watch it on their phone. It's just easy, so easy. 46% of small businesses didn't even have a web presence in 2018. And I thought that was super interesting. Like they weren't even online in 2018, like just how quickly online businesses are growing. And I also thought this was super interesting. It's estimated that by the year 2040, 95% of all purchases will be online. So if we're not on there, it's definitely time to get on there for sure. So this is my client, Diane. Look at her. She's so amazing. She's an energy healer, Reiki master, yoga teacher, breast cancer survivor, 14 years. She's a mom of boys and recently engaged, and she has a 9-to-5 government job, right? This lady's busy. She's busy. She doesn't have time for lead magnets and freebies and funnels. And, you know, she doesn't want to sit there and do all of this like deep money story healing and all of the stuff. But she doubled her income been working with me for a couple of months, and she worked less. She pared down her offerings. When I first started working with her, she listed out all of these offerings that she had in person, and the list, I was like, when are you sleeping? Like when? I don't even understand when you're sleeping. So all of that got pared down, and she brought the majority of her services online. And that's when she doubled her income and was able to rest and just have a deeper impact on people. So I just wanted to introduce Diane to you. So, okay, now we get into how we can make this happen. Okay, are you ready to release this generational trauma of working hard, of being busy, of having to do all the things, okay, and be paid well for doing what you love? It's definitely time. So you can have a major shift like right now. You've already had a shift. You've already embraced these strategies. You have already got your mind thinking about recording this content that you can share online. And imagine what will happen in 4 months. So I just shared with you about Diane. There she is again. Cute buckle. So Soul School is my 4-month hybrid coaching and mastermind program. And here's the pathway. I talked about pathways earlier. The pathway inside of Soul School is desire, guidance, vision, awareness, action, and expand. So my clients go through this pathway of coming into Soul School with a desire, having a vision, knowing that you desire to have more, that you desire to have an online presence, that you desire to be able to reach more people. And that's where it all starts, just having that desire and awareness. And it's just kind of like a domino effect. This is what we do inside of Soul School. So, I mean, doesn't it sound fun to enjoy this pathway quickly and easily? When you're not in a container where these things, let me go back. If you're not in a container where this is like at the forefront, guidance, vision, awareness, action, and expansion, it's very easy to let life take over. It's super easy to say, oh, I'll do it later, I'll work on it later. But when you're already in a container that this is the goal, this is what's happening, it's going to happen faster and easier with less effort, with less like trying to figure out all of the things. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Fun. Like that's what it's all about for me. Like if it's not fun, I'm like, why even do it? Like, why do we have online businesses? Why do we have businesses at all? Like, I want it to be fun. Why don't you just go get a 9-to-5 and, you know, have somebody else tell you what to do? I'm like, no, I don't want that for me. I don't want that for you. I want to be able to have fun and do what our soul's purpose is here to do. So, yeah, I mean, we could just wait and hope and wish that it will happen all alone. And I'm not here to say that it's not going to happen. Like you could take what I just gave you right here and go and do all the things, and you could do it all by yourself. I just don't know if life is going to happen and you're going to get derailed, right? Like I want you to be able to stay on the course. So the big strategy overview is that money is good. Got to choose to create, like make time to create, like create the course, create the thing, release perfection, allow, and accept, support, and grow. Screenshot this. Like this right here is golden gold. Where is that? That is at, where is that, Elena? It's in Yomitan.
It actually looked like Cape Maeda for a second.
It is.
But I don't know. Like by Beach 51, but at the top where you dive.
That's
maybe?
exactly where it is. I knew you would
Okay.
know. That's exactly where it is. Oh gosh. Okay, so the 4 big problems: thinking that online course creation or online version of your service is not for you, thinking it's for somebody else, that your course or that your services just could not be online. You're waiting for the right time. Like, I'll join Annie's program in 6 months. Like, it's not the right time for me. I'll join later. Like, you're just too busy. Like, you have all of these things happening. You couldn't possibly fit something else into your life. And that also goes along with you're already burnout and you couldn't possibly offer anything else. Like, these problems are legit. Like, these are real, actual things that maybe you're thinking right now. You guys, if I had a quarter for every time somebody's like, I just don't have time. And I'm like, okay, it's okay. You know, like the time is going to pass anyway. Like, the time is going to pass. Like, why not immerse yourself into a container to help you make this thing happen? That's how I spent $50,000. Like, knowing that the time was going to pass anyway, I got to spend this money so I can do this, so that I can help people and live my highest potential and help the people that I'm here to help. Okay, so again, whoa. Oh my God, why? Hold on. Where were we? I know where we are. Oh my God. There, we'll go right there. So I want to know if it feels warm and peaceful in your solar plexus. If the idea of stepping into this version of yourself, this future version of yourself, if it feels peaceful, like that's how I felt every time I clicked checkout for all of the 50 grand. I was like, this is it. Like, I didn't even have to think. I was like, this is it. This is the program. This is where I'm supposed to be. Yeah. Like, of course, this is where I need to be and I want this. So it for me is always in my solar plexus. I knew that it was the right thing for me. So I'm asking you to check that space. And you know, my coaching programs, it's not for everyone. It's definitely not. And that's okay. Like I definitely, you know, in 2011, when I started my business, I wanted to be for everyone. I was like, I work with men, I work with women, I work with Marines, I work with moms. I just wanted everyone to like me, you know, like I wanted to be like, I'm a likable person. So I just wanted to help everyone. But I'm like, I'm a likable person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to leave anyone out. But I know now that you know, my method of delivery isn't for everyone, and that's okay. And also, you know, a lot of times people will say like, it's just not time. I have too much going on. And I will just be very clear and say what I said: the time is going to pass anyway. You have this desire to create this thing. It's here for you right now. Like, create the thing. All right. So Soul School for Entrepreneurs, it's my 4-month spiritual journey to work less and make more money in your service-based business. And Soul stands for Sisters Over Limits. No more limits, no more blocks. When the blocks come up, we take them head on. We say, I see you, I recognize that I'm having this block, and we take action from it. Okay, so here's the process of Soul School in 4 months. So we have 5 focuses. Focus number 1 is identify through introspection. And we do this through tapping. I'm a certified EFT practitioner, tapping, vision creation, and how to develop our social media. I'm almost done with my hypnosis certification. So we're gonna do group hypnosis, one-on-one hypnosis if you choose that. But that's something that I'm really excited about to share that extra layer with you. And the first part, focus number 1, is to create clarity around your vision and getting super clear about your desire. Focus number 2 is ritual creation, magnetize and gratitude. We talk about cyclical living, your period. And if you don't have your period, that's okay too, obviously, like the moon, lunar cycles. And I have to overshare right here because I'm an oversharer. Like I got my cycle 2 days ago and I don't schedule anything when I have my period, like nothing. I'm like, I can't go to dinner. I'm not doing this. And I'm like, and I've had this scheduled for months, right? And I'm like, I'm not going to cancel it, but I'm going to allow, and I'm going to wear a chunky sweater, and I'm going to just, lean into ease, and I'm not going to be stressed about it. And it works out perfect, right? Like I usually am so honoring my body that I don't take anything on, but I also want to stay in integrity. So it's important to recognize how you can still stay in integrity in your life and business and also honor your body. So just blending it all together. So into alignment and magnetism. So focus number 2 is alignment and magnetism. You gotta be the person that you're teaching, right? Because I was like, I tell you, I'm like, I want to cancel it. I just want to curl up, and I definitely have pajama pants on right now. Focus number 3, create it, record it, and sell it. We don't need complex funnels. We can create them later. We don't need, all of the wait lists and everything that you'll see everywhere on the interwebs. We're going to reverse engineer and plan. Remember how I told you in the beginning, I was like anti-plan? Well, you got to plan something. Like we're just going to reverse engineer and chunk it backwards. So create content creation and sales all in one. It's all in one. It doesn't have to be this long drawn out process or somebody else's blueprint. That also was part of the $50,000 that I had spent in coaching, was that I was just kept looking for a blueprint, like somebody to just say, do it this way, where in Soul School, the soul life process is to do it your way and have some guidance to get it out. So I'm not going to say, do this, and this. Like you definitely going to want the freedom to infuse your own being into your products because your clients want you. Girls, I could go on about that forever. Focus number 4 is be seen, visibility, getting visible, getting on other people's podcasts, getting on my podcast, getting on my social media. I don't have a giant following, but it's like 20,000 combined. So getting on other people's platform, people that want to talk about you, people that believe in you. In media, in Military Spouse magazine. I mean, that would be super cool. Getting featured and shared. And it's not for only people that have over 10,000 followers on Instagram. It's not. It is definitely for you, like for people that are having an impact. And it's so much fun. It's so scary and it makes me sweat every time, but it can be a lot of fun. And let me move this so I could see. Focus number 5, expansion. Modifying what you've created, healing and growing and celebrating the fuck out of your success. Celebrating it, getting excited about it, getting happy every single time you create something, every step of the way. You can be excited AF to create the things and excited when you see that money come in and celebrating it every time and celebrate your clients along the way, just really celebrating the fuck out of everything. Like, I just want to have a big party. Okay. expand and build the support around you. When you have people in a container that are all celebrating and lifting you up, it's so much easier to keep going. Even the little things we will celebrate. Awesome. Okay, so the process again in Soul School for Entrepreneurs: create clarity, focus number 1. Focus number 2, alignment and magnetism. Focus number 3, create it, record it, sell it. Get it done faster and easier, all in one step. There does not have to be a million steps for content creation, okay? And for selling your content. Focus 4, showing up confidently and being seen, confidently with your carnelian and being seen. Focus number 5, expand, enhance through the support around you. I love this one, the expansion, because oftentimes we think, okay, I'm there, I got there, I did the thing. And it's like, it's literally just the beginning. And that is often something that is hard to even wrap your head around unless you have a coach. And, you know, I'm not a coach that's like, just cheers you on, right? I very much think that having action steps and tangibles along the way is how you get from point A to point B. Like, we can't just, you know, cheer each other on, but we have to be there to help you expand. I get chills when I think about that part. I love it. Ooh, okay. So I have some bonuses inside of Soul School. Let me take a sip of my tea. So Soul Life Collective, which Elena is a teacher inside of Soul Life Collective. Her focus is on design, creation, graphics, and decor. And I wish I had your painting right here. It's downstairs on my mantle. But Soul Life Collective is a collaboration with myself and 5 other teachers. And we have an astrologer, a Kundalini yoga teacher, a wellness professional, myself, and you'll have guidance through these modalities and a vault. So I'm not like explaining this well, but if you on your it's inside of an app, you'll have access to these teachings and recordings, which you can listen to whenever you want. There's like 150 videos, meditations and mantras inside of Soul Life Collective. So that is free for you when you join us in Soul School. There's not a lot of business stuff in there. Actually, there's no business stuff in there. It's just more mindset and wellness. Bonus number 2, soulful selling. Now, if you haven't received this already, you'll have access to soulful selling and all of my slides and everything to sell your programs authentic as fuck, like 100% authentic from your soul, not following somebody else's blueprint or template, but really aligning with your true passion and not using like somebody else's words to sell your program. And that's a really great presentation that I have for you. Bonus number 3 is my Brain to Bank Masterclass to shrink the gap from idea into action. Here also there's PDFs on creating your online product. This is also in app form. So you'll be able to listen to these meditations and very quick teachings to be able to get from point A to point B a lot faster. Like, can you see this common theme of doing things faster? Like, there's no reason for you to sit on things months and months anymore. All right, so let's get your, well, how much is this? All right, so here's the total value. Okay, Soul School, the next time I offer it, is going to be $2,222. And here's the 5 focuses of clarity, alignment, create and sell it, visibility, and expansion. All of that inside of the 4-month hybrid program. The bonus, the access to Soul Life Collective Vault, that's 1 year access to the vault. The value on that is $233. The Soulful Selling Masterclass is $97, and the Brain to Bank mini course is $197 for a total of $27 $2,749. That's the total value. But I'm like, it doesn't need to be $2,749 right now. And also in honor of 2/2/22, the pricing for today is $1,111, which I'm so excited about. Like I'm like, I've offered programs that were more expensive in the past, and to have this pricing at 1,111 for my 4-month program is really exciting for me to be able to have this accessible for you like that. So again, the total value $2,749. The next time I offer this in July, so we will start like immediately, but officially start on February 22nd. Like the course will open right now. You'll have access to everything. You'll have access to the community. But we'll say like the actual 4 months starts on February 22nd. And we'll go through June, the week of June 22nd. When I relaunch this again in July, the price is going up to 2,222. So today is literally the only time you're going to be able to access Soul School and my coaching for $1,111. I love the ones. Okay, here's the elements again, just a quick review. The Soul School 4-month hybrid, and I'm calling it hybrid because it's coaching and mastermind. Like you'll still be able to learn from the ladies inside of the course. 2,222, that's the value of it. Soul Life Collective Vault for 1 year, $233. Soulful Selling Masterclass, $97. The Brain to Bank mini course valued at $197. The total value of all of it together, $2,749. It's way more than that. I mean, if I really had to put a number on it, those are just the numbers. Like that's how much these programs actually cost. But the earning potential for you once you go through that is it's just way more than that. But for math purposes, $2,749, because it's hard to identify earning potential, right? Like who knows how much you're going to earn from it. So today, $1,111, and I'll show you how you can hop in. Oh, you have 2 choices. That's right. So Soul School is 1,111. And here's everything that you'll have access to. So my recorded trainings, a weekly Zoom that is scheduled way in advance, plus the recordings of all of those Zooms, the opportunity to be coached during the calls, community and support, plus celebrating your milestone achievements, weekly group alignment messages on Voxer. So I'll use Voxer to share messages at the beginning of every single week, and then celebrating every step of the way inside of the container altogether. And Soul School Elite is $1,888. So at the checkout page, like when you purchase Soul School, it'll ask you if you want to do Soul School Elite. So it would be an extra $777. And you'll get everything in Soul School plus unlimited Voxer with me. So we will communicate back and forth on Voxer, like to your heart's content. You just have to make sure you give me like 24 hours in case I'm like with my kids or whatever. But it's just an opportunity for a deeper level of one-on-one coaching. And then in the Elite program, you'll also have monthly one-on-one Zooms. So you have the call, the group call, and then you also have a one-on-one Zoom with me for coaching, energy work, healing, and up-leveling even faster. So excited about that. Like I didn't have that offer. I was just always like, you can't send me voice messages, but now you definitely can. Okay, here's the fast action bonus. When you enroll in the next 24 hours, I'm going to give you a full Instagram audit. So I'll take a look at your Instagram and audit the whole friggin' thing, like tell you super truthfully, like gaps that I see, what you can do to make your Instagram more magnetic for your ideal clients. I'm going to give you 5 sales email sequence templates. Like I'm going to give you these. and it will be written, of course, in my voice, and you'll be able to just tweak it into your own voice. And I'm also going to give you a freebie checklist and consultation. So if you don't have a freebie yet, this is a great opportunity to create one, and a way that you can give something away to your clients. All right, I see it is 2:10. So, okay, now what? So step 1, take loving action. Take loving action. Like, you don't have to just sit and wait anymore. I'm like giving you a solution to help you get your business online. And if you go to anniepeguero.com, you'll see right at the top, join Soul School. There's, I think, 2 links right there for it, and you can join right there. So step number 2, repeat step 1 and keep on taking action. If you decide that like you don't want to join Soul School, but you know that you have to do something, just keep taking loving action. Lead with your heart. Know that you are a badass. You are beautiful. You are meant. You are here to help people. Like, you are here right now. You raised your hand and you said, yeah, I want to take action. I want to do something. Just keep on doing it. All right. That's my goal and my wish for you. So, all right, what if you're like, all right, what if this doesn't work for me? What if it doesn't work? Like, we are going to make sure that it works. Like, it's never not worked. It's never not worked for one of my clients. Nobody has ever requested a refund ever. My system is very simple, very fun, and it's an immersive way to help you get from point A to point B. So it will work. So you're like, what if I don't have time? I schedule everything out in advance. You'll be able to put it all on your schedule. And when you can't make the like in-person calls, you'll just catch the recording, catch up in the community, and it's no big deal. Is there a payment plan? There's not. There's no payment plan. I really want to honor that angel number of 1,111 and really have that exchange of abundance. And so we're going to say for this and for the next time, I offered at 2,222. There's not going to be a payment plan. What you can do is a PayPal credit card if you are interested in that. If you didn't want to pay it all right away and you didn't want to put it on something that you already have, then PayPal offers a really cool option for that. So what is your refund policy? No refunds. There is no refunds for any reason, within reason. Okay. Like, I'm not an unreasonable person. I understand that life and death happen. And my policy is that there are no refunds. Full transparency, I used to have a refund policy that was like, well, if you show your work and blah, 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 and nobody's ever asked for a refund ever before. So with this high level coaching and just this high level hybrid, I'm like, there's absolutely no reason, because people are invested, people are here, people want to do the work. So there's no refund. And I feel really awesome saying that. Oh, again. There we go. Okay. So your vision, like I started out with, you already have everything inside of you to create and monetize your life-changing online program. Soul School is going to help you get there faster and easier with more fun and confidence. And just imagine, sit for a minute with where you'll be in 4 short months. Like 4 months is going to go like that. And just imagine where you'll be when you have some help. Like, I'm excited. I'm like sweating for you. So thank you, like hugs and kisses. I welcome you to go over to anniepeguero.com and sign up for Soul School for the fast action bonuses and all the bonuses. I'm excited to audit your Instagram. Like, that is so fun for me. I'm really thrilled, and I have so much gratitude that you joined me today and you stayed till the very end. Thank you so very much for being part of my community and for the possibility of working with you and helping your business to grow. Yes, awesome. So I want to pull a card for the group, okay? And I'm going back. Actually, I'm going to do this one first. So these cards are cards from one of my coaches. the program is one that I've been in for several years, and it's just been so helpful in finding my own signature story and sharing in like an online format. And he created some cards, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, the card I pulled for you guys is a card about micro decisions. That's a lot to read, but I'm going to read this first part. It says, micro decisions are not a secret weapon to creating momentum in your presentations and teaching. So the process, oh, cool, identify, amplify, and decision. Oh, okay, I like this. So this is saying that when you create your online teachings, you want to have three things: to ask a question that gets your audience to identify where they are. And I'll take a picture of this for you. Ask a question so you identify where your audience is. Amplify, ask a question that creates a feeling, that drums up a feeling inside of your audience. Oh, and then take them into the future, like I just did for you. Imagine where you'll be in 4 months if you do this. Imagine where you'll be in 4 months if you don't work with me. Take them into the future with a positive or negative experience around the topic you're addressing. And then decision. Ask the audience to commit to changing that idea by making a decision today. I love that. Micro decisions. So that's one thing when I talked about in the beginning, the how-to content, that a lot of times the online course creators or people that are trying to take their business online from service-based in person are teaching how-to content instead of decision-making content. So, instead of going from a transformation, you're just teaching how to, and it's a common thing. So just going into how to even teach decision-based content is something that we do inside of Soul School. So I'm pulling a Moonology card. I love these cards. I've had these for the longest, and I just feel like it's like my keystone cards. And keystone is mine and my husband's word for 2022, like getting back to core. So this one, it's the communication card. So just being open to communication and feedback is my card for you guys today. Yes. So I'm going to open to any questions, but I'm going to end the recording right now.